Struggling to think of a save idea. Don't seen the new patch come out. Don't want to manage a team that everyone else suggests because it's just a bit dull and the same old, same old. I've got a little idea that might interest you. Let me explain. So, welcome back to the Henry FM_ YouTube channel. And a save idea that I was streaming for a good few months. Preface, I don't actually know how to say the word. I fell out of love with the save because I changed the rules too much. I broke my Z-gens and I don't know. I guess things happened. I will probably give it another crack next FM though. And that is the Yes Man Journeyman. What is the Yes Man Journeyman? You may ask. I mean, it is what it says on the tin, really. It's Journeyman with a twist. You can start wherever you want. You can start with no badges at all. You can start with the highest badges at all. You start unemployed. You apply for as many jobs as you want, but with one caveat. You can't reject any interviews, and as soon as a club offers you a contract, you can say you have to say yes. No, or maybe, maybe we're not going to do the interview. You have to say yes. That is it. That is everything. I mean, there are a few things you can change around the rules. Like, for example, what I did was I basically delayed the contract so I could wait for other contracts to come in. I messed up interviews in some circumstances. For example, when we left Bosnia, I will show you the career we had. When we left Bosnia, I got another Bosnian offer, and I went to the interview. I did not reject the interview, but I may have accidentally made some errors in the interview, so they didn't want me. It's genius. But yeah, and the only way you can leave a job, there are three ways you can leave. One, you get sacked. Didn't actually happen to me. I was quite a good manager. Two, you get poached by another team. And three, once your contract expires, you are free to leave. As soon as you're on a month-to-month contract, and you're not on a fixed contract, like a 2-year deal, you may resign. That's the same with international management. If you're not tied down to a proper contract, leave as soon as you want. So you can basically. I was Cameroon manager for about a month. I lost a game. Said to the chat, if I lost this game, I'd resign. Lost the game. Had a resignation notice in. Speaking of this manager, let's just review his career. This was the manager that I had. We finished this at the start of 28-29 season. We did some pretty good things. I mean, there is one thing I will advise: set your adaptability as high as you can when you start, because it's an attribute that just doesn't seem to increase very much. Mine went from 3 to 5 in about 5 years. I've done 4 jobs, so hence buying the editor, changing my adaptability to sort of match up with the rest of my attributes. But yeah, I mean, I started off, I think, with a national A license and semi-pro experience, and now you look at him. Apparently I was a very disciplined manager, don't know how, and apparently signed younger players in Journeyman because I'm a genius. But the career path, it was an interesting career. We started off, I loaded up a lot of leagues. I will show you the leagues we have loaded. I've got rid of some of them. Started off in Norway in the second tier with Grorud. Then fancied changing things up, left at the end of my contract, went over to Bosnia for 2 seasons with Soroki Brijeg. Managed to win a Bosnian Cup. Probably could have taken them further, but fancied something different. Went to Sunderland. It took me a long time to get that Sunderland job. Got them relegated, but then smashed through League One with absolute ease. Just destruction. And then left them, and they ended up going to the Premier League. But we don't need to speak about that. Then I went over to Croatia to manage Rijeka. Won the league in my first full season, and then left them when they were winning. But that's another story. They did go and win the title. That's a bit sad. And then Spartak Moscow, which finished fourth in the first season, and then of course, yeah, lots of stuff happened. And another reason, I also kind of may have accepted. I may have applied for other jobs whilst I was in a job, which you're not allowed to do. I bent the rules so much that the save just became a journeyman, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do just a journeyman. I want it to be a proper save. So maybe I'll revisit it down the line. I also had international stints with the mighty Fiji, who I was this close from getting to the World Cup in 2026, and then Cameroon for a very ill-fated month-long tenure. It was interesting. But I'll quickly show you the leagues I loaded in. So, I mean, the amount of leagues you can do depends on how good your software is. Software? Hardware? I don't know, something like that, something computery. I talk too much. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a journeyman, you're going to need a decent level piece, like hardware, because it's a lot of leagues if you really want to go for it. So I mean, you've got, for example, I've got leagues like Australia, Bosnia, Bulgaria, I mean, any other, Hungary was in there, Moldova, Montenegro. You can basically throw whatever in. But as I said, adaptability, if there's something I will learn for the future, is have a way of making my manager super adaptable, probably by getting the editor and editing his adaptability to 20, because maybe I'll run an experiment and see what happens when you have a manager with the adaptability of 20. See if that does change up where they end up going in their career. Maybe I might do that. It'll probably take a lot of time, but now I've said that, maybe you'll see that in the future. But yeah, I mean, if anyone has any questions regarding the save, I should probably also shout out that Viking Dan did something similar to this. I didn't realize until I started it. I thought I was being original, but no, you can't be original ever. It's just not allowed. You can't do it. But if you have any questions, I mean, my Twitter and Discord are below. Just drop me a message on there. I'll respond to the comments if you have any questions regarding that. But yeah, fancy cutaway to the end of the video. I don't know if there was a fancy cutaway. Post-editing me will have to confirm. I don't know. But yeah, that's the S-Band Journeyman. Just a short little video, just explaining a little interesting new little saves you could do if you're you're finding FM a bit stale. I don't know why I keep looking over here. This is my second monitor. I'm basically looking at a picture of myself over here. Maybe it boosts my ego. I don't know. Probably. But yeah, that's the save. I said, any questions, drop me a message or anything like that, and I'm happy to answer. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch. We have started a new save over in Portugal with OS Belenenses. It's great fun. In reality, it's also an early Monday morning. I haven't touched a save since Wednesday. So I think I'm pretty sure it's going very well last time I checked. Arsenal save will be back soon. I need to start playing through that. I will get that sorted. And I don't know, maybe I'll do another life of video if you've got any recommendations. I mean, I've got one that I recorded. I think I deleted the save files for it because I'm a genius. But yes, I need to stop rambling. Yeah, but solid, the best outro you've ever seen.